Hello and welcome back to day 8 of 12 Days of Business Planning. I'm Dr. Minette Riordan, founder and creator of the Creative Business Accelerator, along with my super duper whiz bang techie awesome hubby, Brad Dobson. And the Creative Business Accelerator is an ongoing membership program designed just for creatives like you who need a little support with the planning, accountability, strategy, and marketing that it takes to grow a creative business in today's marketplace. And day 8 is one where I often see people getting stuck or giving up or not wanting to go forward. It's because it's all about numbers. And what I know as a creative and about creatives, it's sometimes looking at the numbers just doesn't feel like fun. It may feel a little scary or intimidating or overwhelming. But what I want to say to you is that knowing the numbers in your business is the secret to really finally creating success. And that numbers don't have to be scary. In fact, they're pretty simple. I was definitely that kid in school who did not excel at math at all. And I got the mistaken belief that because I wasn't good at geometry or algebra, and I never even considered trig or calculus or any of those other things, that I also wasn't good at math. But here's the thing about money math when it comes to growing your business. It's simple. It's basic addition, subtraction. It doesn't have to be done with spreadsheets. I remember talking to one of our friends one day who's also creative, and she says she does her budget with gel pens and glitter pens every month. It doesn't matter how you do it. It only matters that you do keep track of how much it costs to run your business. So day 8 is the cost of doing business. And what I mean by the cost of doing business is what money are you consistently spending on a monthly basis or sometimes an annual basis that it costs you to keep your doors open. So this includes everything from telephone and website hosting to office supplies and art supplies or new equipment like computers or cameras, all the things that you consistently spend money on to grow your business flow into your cost of doing business, travel, hotels, meals, car rentals, all those things. So here's the thing about understanding your cost of doing business and why it's so important is because this is where many of you are making mistakes when it comes to pricing your products and services. You're forgetting to take into consideration the cost of running your business. So often people make the mindset mistake of just looking at the actual amount of time that they're spending with a client or on a particular client project, forgetting about all the overhead that it takes to keep the doors open. So I put together just a quick little worksheet for you on your Biz Expenses. There was a download link to that in today's email. And so you can find that there. I'll also post it in the Productivity for Creative Business Owners Facebook group. It's not a spreadsheet. It's just a worksheet. But on that worksheet, what I want you to do is to look at your bank account for, I would say, the last 2 to 3 months and look for the regular expenses. This includes memberships and dues as well, like networking organizations that you belong to. And just look for the things that you pay for every single month when it comes to growing your business. This is a simple step to start getting a solid sense of how much money you need to be making. In addition to all of your expenses in your business, I also want you to put down in circle number 8 in the visual business map, how much do you want to get paid? Because if you're like a lot of small business owners, you may not actually be paying yourself. Maybe you're just moving money around or everything's flowing into one bank account, but it's essential to actually pay yourself. And when you're starting out, that feels really hard. So what I recommend is that you get into the habit of paying yourself, even if it's $25 a month. It's more about the habit of paying yourself and treating your business like a business than it is about the amount of money in the beginning. And as your business grows, then you get to pay yourself more and get more clear about that. And people will often ask me if cost of doing business includes your personal bills. No, it does not. Those are two separate things. So your cost of doing business and your cost of running your life are two separate costs. They're both important, and it's great to have a sense of each of those. So you might also look at how much money do you need to personally make in order to cover all of your bills, lifestyle goals, travel dreams, that kind of thing. And that should also get listed. Do you need $3,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $1,500 a month? Maybe it's your responsibility to just cover groceries, or maybe you're making extra money to save for a family vacation. Again, there's no judgment about any of these numbers. So I want you to really consider taking the judgment out of the numbers and just pay attention to the facts. And numbers tell a story. And sometimes that story is not one that we love, but until we know what the story is, we cannot rewrite the ending, which is why inside the Creative Business Accelerator, one of the main focuses of the work that we do is around money mindset. We have an entire course inside our Creative Business Accelerator monthly membership program dedicated to helping you fall in love with money and to really understand that you are in a relationship with money. And again, I know it could be so easy to just guess at this part or to want to skip this step, but I'm really going to hold your hand through this, and I'm going to be here to support you and be your biggest cheerleader when you get through this step. And for some of you that are super organized and structured, you're going to know this number off the top of your head and you're going to write it in the circle. And I applaud you as well and celebrate staying on top of things. So here's the cool thing. When you fill out circle number 8 and you have this clear perspective on your cost of doing business and you've started going back through your expenses over the last few months, you might get inspired to go back even further. This is going to help you with your tax planning. And when you're clear about this going forward, you can also make different decisions about, do I have money to invest in team or buy a new computer? Or am I going to put some money into the business to help it grow? So you get to make different decisions about your business and what can happen, needs to happen, and you want to happen with better planning when you look at your cost of doing business. So go download the worksheet, grab your checkbook, your bank account statements, and your credit card statements, and just start to list out everything that you pay money for on a regular, consistent basis in your business, either payments that you make once a year. For example, I use Calendly for all of my automatic scheduling, and Calendly is an annual payment. Zoom, which we use almost every day in my business, we pay for monthly. So both of those are important, and knowing that helps me get to an average cost of doing business every single month in my business. So that's your big challenge, is to go figure out your cost of doing business. And again, there's no judgment, no right or no wrong. And if you're wondering what kind of things should be included, I think the worksheet will help you. But if you need a little bit more clarity, be sure to go to the Productivity for Creative Business Owners Facebook group and let me know if you have any questions about your cost of doing business. And I think I actually have a little budget worksheet that I've created in the past. So I think I'll stick that in the Facebook group as well if you need a little extra support in figuring out what kind of things you should be looking for as you're doing this research. And this doesn't have to be painful or take hours. It's just at a glance, look at what are you spending money on regularly in your business. And I promise this is going to help so much with the pricing, which is coming in day 11 when we start to talk about sales. We're going to get really detailed about your pricing. So I will see you over there in the Facebook group, Productivity for Creative Business Owners, celebrating you and holding your hand the whole step of the way through the cost of doing business. And as a reminder, on December 13th, we are having a live 2-hour workshop. We'll be doing some hot seat coaching, taking questions, and showing you how to turn your business plan into a promotional calendar for 2019 so we can make sure that everything that you're designing and dreaming about in the visual business map actually comes into fruition in the coming year. So watch your emails for details and the Zoom link about that. And I'll see you on Facebook, and I'll see you tomorrow where we're going to talk about support in your business. It is a fun one to talk about. And after today, it's probably one that you're going to need. And it's one that's super simple and will take just minutes to complete, where I know today's going to take a little bit longer, but you can do it. I believe in you. You can do numbers. If I can do my numbers, you can do your numbers too. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.